I have some good news. I'm finally on a book ban. I put my foot down. In here, it feels right to finally put myself on a book ban. And I feel like I don't need any more books. I have plenty of books that I have not read yet. Just hold on a sec. I don't even know if I can pick these up. Ooh. But yeah. I'm kind of in the shame corner here because, you know, I have all these books to share with you guys. Let's do this. The first two books is The Young Elise by Marie Lu and The Dead House by Dawn Kurtagich. I really wanted to read this book in October, and even though I was on a book buying ban, I was like, yeah, I'll break my book buying ban for this. And then I got this book because, I don't know, I really wanted to read it, and I didn't want to just buy one book. But I justified this as a graduation present to myself. Be like, yay, you graduated, you get some books. Because I have a lot of books to go over in this video, I'm not going to go too in depth what these books are about, but I will leave links to their Goodreads description things in the doobly-doo, so you can go to Goodreads and find out what the book is about yourself. And then I was gonna stop there. And then I got some unexpected books in the form of an actual graduation present from my friend Bianca. She came to my graduation and this is her present to me. I was just like, you got me books. This is so awesome. She did tell me that she tried very hard to make sure that she only got like the first book if they're series, but she got me Mortal by Ted Dekker and Tosca Lee. This is actually the second book in the series. It's fine, I'll probably pick up the first. Next is an anthology of stories. It's called Beware the Night, edited by Ekaterina Sadia. It's a really weird name. Tales of Shapeshifters and Werecreatures. Next we have a book called Revolution by Jennifer Donnelly. I totally forget what this is about. This next book I will be picking up when I'm in more of a contemporary mood, and that is The Fortunes of Indigo Sky by Deb Coletti. This is a book about a girl who has a normal life. She works as a waitress. She's really happy with the way her life is, and then someone decides to leave her a really, really big tip of $2.5 million. So this is a story of what happens after she basically gets rich. And I read the back of this and I was like, what? Yeah. So when I'm in more of a contemporary mood, I will be picking this up. These next set of books I had to get because this is my first time going to a library sale. My local library was having a major book sale. Basically, you fill up a plastic bag and it's $5. So I went and I just perused, see what I could find, and I managed to get 9 books out of it. So that's what this is. The first we have Operation Typhon Shore by Joshua Moll, and this is actually the second book in the series. I don't know if it's like you have to read the first to the second one, but I thought this was really cool because it's in a notebook with one of these things, and it's just like really cool. When I find the first book, I will have to give it a go, but it seems to be very like spy, detective, mystery kind of thing. Next we have The Problem of the Missing Miss by Roberta Rogow, and this is a mystery book. Next we have The Coffins of Little Hope by Timothy Schaeffert by Timothy Schaeffert. I'm just gonna keep going through these because I bought these back in October and I have no recollection of what these are about. Then we have A Death in Vienna by Frank Tallis. This seems like a familiar book title, so I was like, Hi, welcome to my bag of books that I'm gonna buy for $5. Next is The Observatory Mansions by Edward Carey. I found this cover and I was like, oh, this is very interesting. But I think it has to do with like apartment buildings and like stories of the people that live there. So interesting, I guess. And this next book, you know why I got it. You know, because vampires. Basically this is like a little mini encyclopedia about vampires. Who's it by? It's by Amy Gray. So there's like various topics on how to be a vampire. Yeah, the book's called How to Be a Vampire, a Fang's-On Guide for the Newly Undead. And oh, I love some of these illustrations. They're just, so it's like, what's your vampire persona? Know your vampires, how to be turned, stuff like that. So I thought this was a really fun book to pick up. Next we have Wave by Eric Walters. Then we have A Matter of Life and Death or something by Ben Stevenson. I thought this was another nice beautiful cover. This book was in relatively good condition. And lastly we got Ghost Interrupted by Sonia Singh. This is about paranormal and ghosts and stuff. And then Book Outlet had their October Spooktacular book event coupon thingy where you get $5 off your order. And so I got a few books from there. The first is Becoming Jinn by Laurie Goldstein, and this is about a girl who becomes like a genie or is in a family of genies, and she has to discover like what it is to be a genie. The next book is Asylum by Jeanette de Beauvoir, and yeah, spooky asylum book. I have a couple of those already, so I just thought I'd add this to my pile of spooky, creepy reads. Then I've got Tandem by Anna Zarzab. This is book 1 of the Many Worlds trilogy. This has to do with the multiverse, and I really love stories about multiverses and parallel universes and all that stuff. So I saw it and I was like, hi, you were mine. The last book I got was S by J.J. Abrams and Doug Dorst. This is a very interesting book. I still haven't figured out how I'm gonna read this book, but basically it's a story about one book, two readers, in a world of mystery, menace, and desire. Basically, this is the book called Ship of Theseus by the fictional author of V.M. Straka, and this is basically a book that's been left in the library or studied, and like it looks really old, and it has like people have written in it back and forth to each other, and there are like things in the book, like there's postcards and napkins and just like this thing, which I don't know what it's about. I started reading a couple of the pages and I just like, I don't know whether I'm supposed to read the actual book or just the extra stuff or both. So it's a very like complicated thing to read. So I don't know. If you've read this and know how to read it, please tell me, because I don't, this seems like it's gonna give me a headache. Then I got a few books from a book depository. I wanted to start reading the Fallen Kingdom series, so by Morgan Rhodes. So I got the first book, and then I got the second book, Rebel Spring. A lot of people are talking about this on BookTube right now with the release of the fourth book, Frozen Tides. So I'm gonna really want to read this. I'm kind of like in a fantasy mood with the Queen of the Tearling that I read, so I'm hoping to pick this up relatively soon. I could be reading it right now, who knows. So yeah, I got the first two books. I was gonna get the, which is kind of weird because usually if it's a series, I won't get the second book until I've read the first book just to see if I will like it. So I'm hoping this doesn't disappoint me. Next is another book I've been wanting to get my hands on, and my local chapters does not carry the first book, and I don't really want to ask them to request it. I don't know why, but that is The Girl of Fire and Thorns by Rae Carson. This is a book that Sam from Thoughts and Tones gushes about, or the series, so I will be excited to read this. Then I have been wanting to read Patrick Ness. I've been seeing a lot of his books going around, and it has been suggested in a couple of videos that if you want to start anywhere with any of Patrick Ness's books, it is the Chaos Walking trilogy. So I got The Knife of Never Letting Go, which is book 1 in the Chaos Walking trilogy. Last but certainly not least, I have another gift book, and this was sent by my friend Cosmina. I'll leave her channel linked in the description below. She is going away and won't be back till after my birthday, so she sent me my birthday gift early, which is really sweet of her. And that is Hollow City by Ransom Riggs. This is the second book in the Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. She saw that I really liked the first one, so she got me the second one. 2016 is definitely gonna be the year of finishing series, because I started a lot of series this year and I've not finished them. And then she made me this cute little bookmark that goes with it, which is so cute. It just goes on like that. It's like a nice little pinwheel. It reminds me of like the Raccoon City symbol from Resident Evil a little bit. So that is my November and October book haul. Yeah, it happened. I have no self-control. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.